If you want to get more out of your Meta Quest 3, then try these 10 insanely useful tips and tricks. At number 10 we have IPD adjustment. Eye comfort is really important when you use a VR headset, especially if you're going to spend a lot of hours playing. Not to mention that if you don't get your IPD correctly and you're just trying to guess it, you can get a lot of nasty side effects like eye strain, headaches or even nausea. The Meta Quest 3 has good lenses, especially compared to the Meta Quest 2, but it still won't save you from those nasty side effects. There are a lot of apps on the App Store if you want to search for it, but the one I used is iMeasure. I will also leave a link in the description. As you can see, my IPD is 66.45, around there, so I'll just set 66 on the headset. With the Meta Quest 3 on the mechanical adjustment, you get an IPD range from 58 to 70. Number 9. Casting. Your friends are over and you want to share the fun. Or maybe your family wants to join in the fun. Casting to a TV or a phone is really easy. You can do it from the app by selecting the Quest 3 and then selecting Cast. You can choose to cast on your phone, or if you have a Chromecast or a TV that supports it, you can select that by clicking on it one more time and select other devices. Another neat trick that you can use if your TV doesn't support cast but it supports screen mirroring is to cast on your phone and then mirror it to the TV. Voila! Cast your casting. You can also cast through the headset. Just go to the camera app, then select Cast. Here you can cast on your phone or cast to a private link. Tap private link, you'll need a supported browser like Google Chrome on your computer or TV. Then you'll have to access the link oculus.com/casting. Also make sure you are on the same Wi-Fi. While we are on the topic of friends and family having fun with the Quest 3, if some of them are trying the headset for the first time, on the iPhone app you can control everything. You can launch a game for them, reset their view and enable pass-through mode for them. Number 8. Controller tips. We all have friends and family members that sometimes drop our stuff. If you don't, you're lucky. Unintentionally, but it still hurts. So make sure to tell them to use the straps when they play with your Quest 3. The Meta button on the right controller is very useful. It can be used at any time to quit a game, and if you play a game and the game is no longer in front of you, by holding it, you'll recenter your view. Also, by holding the Meta button and quick pressing the trigger button in the front will take a screenshot. Holding the Meta button and the trigger button will start recording. By default, the Meta Quest 3 records in a square format. If you want to change that, you'll have to go to Settings, select System, go to the camera, and then change the aspect ratio here to landscape. Change the bitrate to 20 here for a better image quality. Be aware that this will make your video files larger. At number 7 we have UI customization. If you like to personalize your UI a bit more, you can tap Settings and then Switch View. This is another way you can have your menu show up. Tap it again and go back to default. If you highlight the bottom bar of your menu, you can move it and rearrange it however you like it. Also, if you highlight the corner of the app or the bar, you can move it whatever you want. Coming up to number 6, we have multitasking. In the Meta Quest 3 you can even multitask. You can have up to 3 apps open at the same time. Just tap and hold on the middle opened app to move it on one of the 3 spots. If you move it left or right, then you can open another app and it will go in the middle. Drag that one to the other side and you can open another one. Yes, on the Quest 3 you can see your phone better through pass-through, but it's easier to see your notifications if you connect your phone with the headset. Go in the Quest app, select the Meta Quest 3, go on headset settings, then tap on phone notifications and follow the setup instructions. At number 5 we have personal space. If you want to personalize your personal space in the Quest 3, go to settings and tap on the personalization tab. Here you can find a lot of pre-made ones. You can also go to the bottom or front and create some custom ones from your own images. You can select from the screenshots you've taken on the headset or upload some even cooler ones. You can tap this button here if you want to switch between immersed and pass-through mode. Number 4. Boundary tips. Thanks to the new depth sensor on the Quest 3, the boundary setup is amazing. It also comes with even more safe and amazing features. You can also personalize your room, so you can select where the walls are and all the furniture for a more accurate tracking of the mixed reality apps and for a safer play. Go to Settings, physical space. Here you can also customize your boundary color if you want to. Here you can enable glaze boundary. This will make it so when you look down, you'll always know if you're still in the center of the boundary. Here in the pass-through tab, you can enable or disable the double tap to pass through. And finally, the space setup tab. Here you can fully personalize your space. Move around to scan the room as much as possible. Here you can add your walls, furniture, and even doors and windows. Ignore the mess please, I'm in cleaning mode and I'll finish soon. At number 3 we have game buying tips. You don't want to waste your money on games that you may not like. And before you resort to buying any games or apps, you should try all the demos first, and all of the free ones. There's plenty of them that have no time restrictions, which can be played over and over. There's also time restricted ones, which you'll see listed as free trials. You can also find a lot of free games in the App Lab on the sidequestvr.com website. Before you buy an app or game, make sure to also check the comfort rating under more info. If for some reason you bought an app or game that you find it's not for you, there's good news. You can return it. You just need to make sure you don't play it for more than 2 hours, and the request should be made within 14 days of purchase. Number 2, calorie counter. If you want to track your steps and calories when you're playing, so you can show your friends that you don't need to go to the gym because you're already exercising, then you can use the pre-installed Move app. You'll find it in your app library. You can type in the search bar Move to easily find it. After you click on it, you'll go through a quick setup process where you add some info, then you can select where you want it to show up. And at number 1 we have the factory reset. If you have some problems with your Meta Quest 3, or you simply had enough, or you don't use it too much and want to sell it, here is how you can factory reset it. You can do a reset from the app as well, but if that one isn't working either, here's how to do it from the headset in recovery mode. You need to first turn off the Quest 3. Then you'll have to press and hold power and volume down until the Meta logo appears. Then let it go. After that, a menu will appear in the headset, and there you just have to go to factory reset. Might have been more than 10 tips, but the extra ones are bonus. If for some reason you don't like Meta as a company and you'd rather have a Pico 4 VR headset instead, or if you're simply curious, in this video you can see what you get in the box and how to set it up, with more videos with tips and tricks and a review for the Pico 4 coming soon.